Labour are completely obsessed with this new Netflix series, Adolescence, which essentially makes little white working class British boys look as though they are evil misogynists. They're so obsessed with it that now they've announced that they are going to stream it for free in secondary schools, shove it down kids' throats, and indoctrinate them. Before we look at the even scarier part of this story, though, which I will come to, let's just take a look at this vlog that Keir Starmer has posted of his day with the Adolescence series creators. So he's done this little vlog welcoming them in, and he tries to make himself look like a very nice guy who's warm and welcoming when actually he comes across like a robot. Oh, beautiful day, isn't it? It's so weird. But anyway, so he's going to show it for free in secondary schools, and he had this meeting with them. I'm not going to play you the whole thing because it's boring, but this is what he had to say about it. As a father watching this show with my teenage son and daughter, I can tell you it hit home hard. He's put some great elevator music over his vlog as well. He starts to try and make himself look normal again by having a sip of water. I don't know why. But anyway, he sits them down. This is serious government business, talking about a fictional TV show. Meanwhile the country is crumbling, and you're dedicating your time
we're going to bring the meter
to
in, but before we do, I just wanted to
trying
say,
to make
let's start talking about
this narrative that young white boys are evil misogynists part of government policy. Let's not forget, guys, this show, right? This is the boy in the show, okay? Who is he representing? This guy. Call me racist if you like, but I'm not sure that these two blokes look all that similar. Okay, is it any coincidence that they chose a white boy rather than a black boy to represent the bad guy in the movie? Well, I'll leave that up to you guys to choose, right? So what's going on? So we've got the director of Adolescence celebrated after it was announced that the hit Netflix drama will be made available for free at secondary schools across Britain. It gets worse than this, though. Stay with me. Philip Barantini celebrated on his Instagram, saying, "We did it," as the 4-part show continues to spark conversation. Netflix decision comes after the Prime Minister Keir Starmer met with the creators at Downing Street. But this is the scary part, guys. As well as showing this show for free at secondary schools, they are going to be giving kids anti-misogyny lessons, right? These people live in complete delusion. I'm not saying misogyny is never a problem, but they are acting as though this is like the problem of this young generation. They are all horrible little kids that hate women and want to beat them up. I don't think that's the case. Like, feminism has come a long, long way, and I think, I'm not saying the treatment of women in society is perfect, but I can say as a woman myself, we're doing all right. I rarely come across men that want to beat me up, let alone little kids. I will quite happily. I'm a tutor. Okay, I teach kids. I don't go and teach teenage boys and think, oh my god, I'm scared of them because they're evil misogynists that might hit me and beat me up. No, they're kids. They're nice little kids. This is just beyond belief, right? And it is steering focus away from the actual problems, the more serious problems of radicalization, right? Let's not forget Southport. Let's not forget Axel Rudakabana, right? I'm sure there's some idiot out there that says that Axel Rudakabana killed those 3 beautiful little girls just because he was a misogynist incel. But the reality is that he had an Al-Qaeda training manual, and Ryson, this was Islamic extremism. Why aren't we doing more to stop Islamic extremism in this country? The government, they're not interested. They are not interested. All they're interested in is anything which says white people are evil. Young boys, girls as well, but young boys, they struggle enough with their self-esteem. Okay? How do you think it's going to help their self-esteem when you have someone come into school and say, "Hello, children, I'm here today to teach you about why you need to work on your misogynist tendencies, because I know you little white boys, I know that you naturally despise women and want to hurt them." it's just unbelievable, right? They are telling young boys that they are evil and they are worthless and they are, a detriment to society, when that could not be further from the case. As I said, of course, there will be some cases of people being misogynist. Of course, but I don't really think that this is the most pressing issue in schools right now. Showing them this Netflix series that is not even, like, it's fictional, right? It is not based on the reality, right? They are claiming that it's like white incel boys are the problem. Those are the ones being radicalized. Those are the people who are going and stabbing people. I'm sorry, but look at the stats, right? This was a tragic case, the one that it's based off, right? This guy, he did kill a girl, right? Okay, but the reality is that most people stabbing other people on the streets of this country and on the streets of London, it is black boys stabbing other black boys, right? Yet we are told the lie, or they try to make us believe the lie in this show, that it's kids like this who hate women that are the biggest problem in our society. Those are the ones with knives running around the streets with machetes. It's little white boys out trying to kill innocent girls. I'm sorry, but that is just like so far from reality. But they're going to shove that down teenagers' throats and tell them that that's the reality, right? Yeah, it's just a joke. It's an absolute joke. This is what Keir Starmer is getting up to when he's actually got a country to run. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. That is the latest. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to Reason if you've not already.